Alright, so if you don't know what this is, I 100% don't blame you. This kind of crap happened about a year ago, and since then, this kind of thing has been buried. Today we're talking about Molly Mae and her whole scandal while I draw Minecraft piglins with poor art supplies. It's kind of fitting, honestly. Alright, so Molly Mae, after this whole thing, was hit with a strange bad of luck. So much so that if you search up her name anymore, nothing about this stuff pops up. But basically, she said a whole bunch of tone-deaf things to do with wealth. And here's that clip now.
We do. And I just think like you're given one life and it's down to you what you do with it. Like you can literally go in any direction. And when I've spoken about that before in the past, I have been slammed a little bit with people saying, like it's easy for you to say that, you've grown up and you've not grown up in poverty. You've not grown up, with major money struggles. So for you to sit there and say that we all have the same 24 hours in a day, it's not correct. And I'm like, but technically what I'm saying is correct. We do. So I understand that obviously we all have different backgrounds and we're all raised in different ways and we do have different financial situations. But I think if you want something enough, you can achieve it. And it just depends to what lengths you want to go to get where you want to be in the future. And I'll go to any lengths. Like I've worked my absolute arse off to get where I am now.
Now, personally, I feel like it was right for the internet to come down on her for this kind of thing. While I don't deny that we all do work the same 24 hours as she said, you are completely ignoring the fact that nowadays, people are not being paid what they should be. Here in the USA, the minimum wage is about $7.25 an hour. Now, assuming you work 40 hours a week without any overtime, that comes to about $15,000 a year. That doesn't even come close to paying off rent in even the most rundown and violent places you can stay today. Then she continues on saying, if you want something enough, you can achieve it. Now, while I don't entirely disagree with this either, it's still overlooking how many people, financially, cannot afford to do so. There are countless stories of people on the internet that you can go and watch talking about how they wanted to be this or that, but they never could because of their financial situations. And it's not like these are like 20 to 30 year olds, alright? These are like 60 to 80 years old when like things were apparently way cheaper than they are now. So after a few weeks, likely to let everything calm down a little bit, she did apologize, stating, I wanted to come back online today as normal, but I feel like before I do, I just wanted to say this. When I say or post anything online, it is never with malice or an intent. I completely appreciate that things can affect different people in different ways. However, I just want to stress that I would never intend to hurt or upset anyone by anything that I say or do. I apologize to the people that have been affected negatively or misunderstood the meaning of what I said in the podcast. The intentions of the podcast were only to tell my story and inspire from my own experience. She then closes off with love you all, always, and then I think that's a kiss. Anyways, now personally I don't think this is the best apology. It does address the problem, but it also seems as if she's trying to push away some of the blame, if that makes sense. It just could have been better thought out and executed. Definitely should have been thought over more, I believe. Overall, however, this still doesn't really change much. Yeah, she said sorry and people are gonna be mad no matter what, but what she said still happened. And it's not gonna change that people were hurt and angry about it. You can forgive but not forget, that kind of thing. My final thoughts for this whole thing? Well, considering it was about a year ago, I don't feel much about it. It happened, sure, but things move fast on the internet. Everybody just kind of moved on. Molly Mae likely found a new audience of some kind, and people continue to do the things that they love. Things happen, even if they shouldn't, and it's good to try and move on, I suppose. Which is funny because I'm the one who brought up something that happened a year ago, but Alright then, I really hope you enjoyed. I'm thinking of doing more content like this. I have no idea if I actually will. Just watch for it basically and let me know your thoughts and everything like that. Alright?